Should be all right.
Trying to figure out the best position for my phone.
It's right there. You're fine. We're gonna talk all over the overlay. Yes, we are live and on the air. We are chilling. My brand, nope, you're not gonna see nothing yet. I got this nice little overlay playing that my boy did for us. To make sure to let the people know who we really are. You gotta have the overlay. You gotta have the overlay on that just says, "Welcome to the Deacon Board Podcast." We are here. We're in your living room. We doing our thing. We getting set up, ready to talk. This will probably get edited out on the regular version because that's what we do. But we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen for real, for real, for real, for real, for real. What's going on, family? What's going on, people? Welcome to the first edition of the Deacon Board in about a month. We've been going for a minute. May was one heck of a month. So we're gonna get it jumping tonight. Gonna talk a little jump, a little R&B. We might smoke some with Ev. We might see if we can pay her to get on that pole behind her. I don't know. She may not do it. She may not do it tonight. But welcome. As y'all know, I'm Dante. He got his credit card out. You gonna pull a Nelly tip drill? You gotta do better than that credit card.
Cash
That's red,
only, brother. Cash only.
Yeah, we don't want no chargebacks.
We appreciate the money that jingle, but we prefer the kind that fold.
Hysterical, exactly. So as y'all see, that's my girl Ebbs on the bottom, all the way live from LA. I got my man Jay Moore up in here, all the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma. We got a couple other guests coming on tonight. Or she is coming in here tonight later on, and Jay Hass, the bishop, might show up later on tonight. He did his podcast, he did his broadcast earlier this morning, so he's a little tired right now. But the bishop may be on tonight with us. So tonight is all about 90s R&B. We're going to do a sweet 16 of the male groups from the 1990s. And, listen, this was put up last year, but we're going to, I saw this and I sent it to you guys the other day. So I want to get your opinion on it. I know some of y'all probably like, this list is crazy, or how you going to have this against them? By the way, we need somebody to write this stuff down so we can keep track of who the hell we're talking about. There's no use to doing the Sweet 16 and not keeping track of it. So let's see what else is going on. Eb, you said you were watching the insurrection hearings from January 6th.
Yes.
So I have not watched. So what's going on in the insurrection hearings?
Quite frankly, even if you're not a person who watches the news or a fan of history, it's something that we should all watch live so we could at least give an oral history to our kids and our kids, because this is an extremely unprecedented time in U.S. history. I don't love this country at all because this country is garbage. However, it almost turned into a freaking cesspool if Donald Trump would have gotten his way. So right. I would encourage y'all all to watch it. If not watch it, find a reputable news outlet that gives you a good recap, something. But you need to know what's going on.
Right. I remember January 6th. I had some friends that were inside the building when it went on, and how scared they were and how worried we were for not only her, but for everybody that was in there. And for even Jack Del Rio, making the comment yesterday that, all the cities were burning down and people were looting and robbing, but we're making a big deal about January 6th. Well, there's a difference between if you want there's a huge difference. But if you want the rioters that were literally, most of them were peacefully protesting, but there were some riots. But if you want them prosecuted for breaking public, private property, the Capitol and the Capitol and the security in the Capitol and the fact that they were trying to kill someone, everyone that broke into that Capitol should be charged with attempted murder. Every last one of them.
Let me say this. I watched it. I remember I watched it when it happened. My mouth was open for 5 hours straight. I could not believe the level of disrespect these people who claim to have all this respect and love for this country displayed in those hours. It was almost like watching a movie, but you could tell these people, all they literally ever did in their lives was watch movies like this. Like they didn't they went there thinking it was going to be one
They
thing,
were watching Red
and
Dawn.
everybody was red dawning in their head, and it's like, no, this is real life. And I think once they hit the actual chamber, um, some of them kind of woke up and was just like, this isn't right. We shouldn't be here.
Right.
But it was, listen, I'm a history buff, so like I'm excited for all the documentaries to come.
It's gonna be crazy.
I'm excited for the movies. I'm like, ooh, who's gonna play this person? Like I have no problem talking about this for the next 15, 20 years.
And the arrests, I can guarantee there are more arrests to come. I know the gubernatorial candidate from Michigan was arrested today. He got arrested today.
Liz Cheney just said, yes, we are showing y'all some of the stuff, but we got so much more in the tuck. It's not over. And one thing that the first, what was his name? Benny Thompson, is that his name?
Yes.
I forget. I know he's a congressman out of Mississippi. One thing he said was he hit on the amendments, and if you are in office and involved in an insurrection, he hit on that. So off top, just to name like one or two that I know of that's about to get in some trouble. Paul Gosar.
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
Kevin McCarthy might get off because everybody's starting to hate him now.
Right.
But yeah, y'all like the old people say, if y'all need to know y'all books like y'all know these songs, y'all need to know these congressmen like y'all know these people on TV.
Right. Hey, Jerry, just so you know, your microphone is very low, so I don't know if you're coming through your earbuds or not. I don't know if you have your earbuds. There it is. That's better. Whatever you just did is better. Well, now it's go ahead.
There's a couple of them. Is that better?
Yep. Go ahead.
There's a couple of congressmen here in Oklahoma. One is Mullins that actually is super close with Trump, and that we're close to primaries here, and that's all he's been talking about is how he saved Congress and how he did all this. But I'm like, dude, you one of the dirtiest and most corrupt guys that's in there. But I mean, they at the point now where they think they could do whatever they want to, and so this is real interesting.
And a lot of people are saying, oh, this isn't going to do anything. But yeah, it will do something. It'll probably be more on the federal level, because even though we know that there was no votes, there was nothing wrong with the votes, on the state level, like in Georgia and Texas and a lot of other places, they put these rules on the books that basically in Atlanta, you can't give a person a bottle of water when they're in line to vote. You can't give them anything. But all I can say is, even if you're not a political person, just pay attention to who's in office and ask yourself, would I want this person living next door to me? Would I want this person to be my boss? Would I want to be this person's boss? Ask yourself that. And if the answer is no, vote for somebody else, anybody else. But don't throw your vote away by writing in Daffy Duck or some BS like that, because that's like one of the worst things you could do.
And then we have to stop. We have to stop telling people not to vote also.
Right.
I think it's irresponsible. And one of the things that I tell people all the time, let me tell you how important voting is. Forget about voting federally. Forget about even voting for your state. But where I live, we just had an HOA board vote. And, you know, that was 3 months ago. And the people in the subdivision are pissed off right now because they don't like the way things are going with the HOA board. It's like, well, voting has consequences.
Yeah,
it has consequences. All the way down to where you live and who the people that represent are supposed to represent you. It has consequences. If you don't pick the right person, then, you know, or if you decide not to vote, you get what you get.
And people don't realize how important the local elections are. Right. We just did our primaries for Los Angeles, and there's a person named Rick Caruso. He's a billionaire. He's a former Republican turned Democrat. He has a lot of famous people supporting him for mayor. And then we also have Miss Karen Bass, who has been in Congress for a number of years and actually knows her stuff and would be the biggest asset to the city that we've seen since Tom Bradley.
Right.
So I don't know who out there is in LA area. Please.
Caruso has a lot of backing because of his money. He's a billionaire. He has a lot of money, a lot of stars like him because of the access to the billionaire thing.
Exactly.
But is he going to get the work done? That's
No,
the
he's
question.
going to be worse than who we have now. So,
Right.
and less accessible. Like I know where the mayor lives now because he lives like maybe 15 minutes, maybe less than 15 minutes from me. And the only reason I know that is because there were tons of protests in front of his house.
Right.
And people were out there walking the walk and talking the talk. And what do you think is going to happen when a billionaire is in office?
Right, Carl.
And second, why do you are rich? Why do you want to be a public servant? That I don't understand. That doesn't
Well,
make
I mean,
sense.
there's more. Well, the reason being because there's power behind it,
Well, no,
right?
it's power behind it, but what is it? What is it that you're trying to do? Because Los Angeles, and also he is a pro-lifer. Let me throw that one in there as well.
Well, how that goes.
But in California, we're pretty good with those rights. But our mayor, people have to remember your mayor is a representative of where you live. So if your mayor is crap, then people are going to think your whole
The
area
city is crap. Right.
So if you want, and just because this guy is rich, yes, we pay a lot of money in California for things, but we don't have his money.
Right. We don't have that long.
I'm paying a lot of rent in California. I pay the sunshine tax here. Absolutely.
Right.
But we're not that kind of rich.
Here goes something funny. Is that a couple of weeks ago, I got a call from someone. I don't know how they got my number, but they wanted me to run for.
Negro, you know how they got your number. Don't even know it. Go ahead.
So they asked me to run for commissioner, and I gracefully declined because, like I told myself, first of all, I'm not ready to be in no situation like that. But then also, I looked at when they started talking to me, they was like, "Well, we want." No, I put mine up. I don't care. And so they was like, "Well, yeah, we need somebody for Black people, and they want somebody that's gonna do this." I said, "So basically, what y'all want is a puppet." I ain't nobody's puppet. So.
I mean, they want somebody that can code switch too between the two.
Right, and plus,
they're that light skin. Plus, you got all them skeletons you got coming out the clay. Listen, you run for office, they digging up all the dirt on you. Everything you ever did, the stuff that you forgot that you did, they gonna bring that up on you. It is a dog. Politics is a contact sport. It is a full contact sport. They will have you thinking, "What the heck did I do? I didn't do that." Well, maybe I did. Did I? You know what I'm saying?
And I hear half of that now, and I ain't in nothing. So, So no, I'm good on that. But my aunt is she was an alderman in Chicago for about 15 years.
Oh, she rich.
So man, I know how it is now. Her daughter just took her position that she had. So, I mean, I'm good on that, man.
What's going on, Ashia? Nice
Hey,
you to join us. Nice to you to join us tonight.
What's up, Evs? What's up, Jay Moore? How's everybody doing?
Calling the camera, y'all. He's we're sitting by the window, and he is the most supreme nosy, so he gets to see everything outside. So he is. That's why he's on my lap, because he can see out.
Coltrane is like, I want to be involved too. Damn it, we talking about music. He heard we talking about music. Coltrane was like, hey, nobody gets better than me. Right. I'm Giant Steps. He is. I'm Giant Steps. So, Shia, what you been up to? You've been traveling. Listen, the month of May has been absolute. So we've been gone for about a month. Let me think. Vegas, Miami, New York, COVID. Look, Vegas, Miami, New York, COVID, LA. So it's been a long 5 weeks of absolute craziness. And I know you've been going, Ashia, and Eb, you've been working and hustling and doing, getting them sister locks put in that, took you out for a couple of days.
Ebs, I love them.
Thank you. 3 days, girl. Woo!
It took you down 3 days?
3 days.
3 days.
It was hurting. What? Tell me what happened. Tell me about it.
It was just I worked sitting in her chair. I worked.
For 3 days.
For 3 days.
Jeez. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
How many hours each day?
It was like 15 hours a day, too. It wasn't like 8 hours.
They look good, though.
It was
you dyed them, too?
I've already had, I dyed my hair before I had them installed. But
Dante, we about to talk about this hair.
We're not going to talk about hair this whole time. I'm ready to get off of this hair subject right now. Like, y'all have that conversation.
Dude, you the one brought
I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have. I was gonna
if
leave
I'm
that
being
alone.
honest, I've been looking. Long story short, I have been thinking about getting sister locks since 2020. I had looked for somebody the entire pandemic, the whole time. At the end of last year, I found a girl here in Los Angeles that did what I wanted done. So I was able to connect with her, make an appointment.
Flex.
You have to do a consultation. Then you go in and have your stuff done, but they will give you a list of things to do beforehand, and you have to follow it. So yeah,
That's
it's a spiritual experience to transform, because they say a woman changes her hair, she changes her life. This is
serious though.
This is a permanent change. I'm never going back.
I
don't
love
have
it.
a
It look
desire
good.
to buy no more weave, to pick a wig, to sit in nobody's chair, to get any of the I got 2 hours for a retie. That's all I got in me.
You look good.
Well,
You look
there
good.
you have
I
it. They
love
look
it.
good.
Jay
They
Moore, I
look-
just saw you just flex that shoe, whatever it was.
It was a. I saw that one.
I saw you flex that shoe. You wanted me to
What
ask
is
you
it,
what kind of shoe
Jay?
that
What
was.
is that one? What's that one you got there? Are those the Georgetown ones?
No,
You
these
wanted
are
us
babies.
to ask. You flexed it in front of us.
I saw that nonsense.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. And Dante will tell you this, is that I'm a major sneakerhead, but I clean my shoes once a week. So the ones I wore last week, I'm cleaning them now. So I got like these and these and
Trash.
watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Trash.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Trash.
I mean, I'm a baby sneakerhead, and I
don't clean those. I don't clean those
I
sneakers.
have a sneakerhead.
I just
so
throw them out
can't
and
be
buy
a
some
sneaker.
new ones.
My baby is sneakerhead, so that just ejects me
Right.
from being a sneakerhead. We can't
Right.
afford both of us.
hilarious.
Right. There you go.
My daughter's like that too. So it's bad. I got probably about 200 pair.
I'm done with that. So tonight, right. So tonight he got shoes like his class.
Sneakers? Are you talking about shoes? Period.
Nah, he talking about just sneakers. He talking about just sneakers.
Okay.
Jerry got a problem. We need to have an intervention. Plus he got baby feet, so he can buy him off the kids section.
Not a little foot.
I'm a size 12, man. What are you talking
He
about?
got baby feet.
I'm a size 12.
I can't put this. I can't. Size 12 can't do nothing. All right.
What
Walk around with
did
bones.
you wear, Dante?
14.
Oh, Jesus.
Shut up.
That's why
You know what they say about a man with
straps.
I don't. What
they
did they
say
say?
about a man with big feet?
He
wear big shoes.
He wear big shoes. I keep, I got my J's underneath here. I got, I have sneakers in my closet I haven't even opened up yet. Boxes that I have never opened up. I don't even know what's in them. So
I got Birkenstocks
I get it.
today, y'all. I didn't have to get
Birkenstocks.
I mean, you are from California, so I'm not surprised about the Birkenstocks.
I have. They're plastic. I got them because I like this color.
Wow.
I got these in
Wow. Yeah, see, now I couldn't wear those. So all right, let's get to the program at hand tonight. This is gonna be an interesting program. We are talking about the 1990s male R&B groups. And so I'm going to put this up on who wants to keep track of this tonight. So Ashia, I'm gonna make you the recording secretary tonight. I'm gonna make you the recording secretary tonight. So you gotta
I'll take it.
Get a pen and paper.
What's in the cup first?
Ain't no telling what's in that cup.
Jamaica. This is just a Jamaica.
Okay.
But she got her.
I have an ashtray. So
Yeah, she has her ashtray there. She has her ashtray there. She was already puffing earlier. I just got water.
But my
sweet tea.
Sleep. So as y'all can see, I'm cuddling my son. What
is up with Coltrane? Is the most spoiled dog in the world. So this is what I'm going to do. We're going to talk about. I'm going to throw these groups up here, and they're in a bracket already. I posted this last year, but they're already in the bracket. I'm going to throw the bracket up, and then we're going to have a conversation. So in the comments, y'all make your suggestions in the comments. We're going to have our own. We're going to talk about each section. So it's going to be a minute. So we're going to be here a minute, but I'm going to throw it up on the screen right now, and then let's have the darn conversation. So this is the bracket right here. Everybody can see it. It is right here. It is the Super Sweet 16 for the 90 Males R&B group.
Oh, you can't put Boys to Men against New
Listen. They're already there. We're going to leave them there. We're going to leave them there. And there's a
That's
reason
cheap.
behind it. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. So
How you put Mint Condition against High Five? High Five don't even play no damn instruments.
that well, none of the groups here except for Tony there. There's
Mint
a method.
Condition?
Mint Condition does, and the Tonys do. Those are only two groups.
You should put them up against each other because how you?
Well, eventually they will go up against each other in my bracket. In my bracket, they're going to go up against each other.
Well, Mint Condition is much as I love the Tonys.
Oh well. Anyway, let's have this conversation. So let's start it off. So let's start off with the Boys to Men and New Edition versus.
Is that something that we go even start off? Is that a thing?
It is a thing. Let me tell you why it's a thing. Let me tell you why it's a thing. New Edition. New Edition is a lot of people have nostalgia for New Edition. A lot of people have a lot of nostalgia for New Edition. From Mr. Telephone Man to Candy Girl, but New Edition fell off for a bunch of years. Let's just tell the truth. New Edition fell off a long time, and then when people started, because look, think about from when Johnny joined the group, was that Heartbreak? That Heartbreak album, that was probably the last.
They had two awkward phases though, because they started off kind of like as kids,
right?
And then when when you have an awkward phase when you're a teenager, they were kind of ugly and weird looking. They had like two awkward phases.
They had three awkward phases.
You know what I'm talking about?
They have three awkward phases because they're having an awkward phase right now because them girls really don't get along, but they're out on tour together because they need the money.
This is a geriatric.
I'll take that awkward phase. They tied though.
Grab. You can't really count that.
Yeah.
It's geriatric money grab.
Yeah, it's a money grab.
New Edition 6. It's people probably two of them got real money.
What two you even gonna say?
Ronnie has money because of his real estate game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ronnie definitely has money, and damn it, Biv might have money.
Biv got money because he got Boys to Men publishing. So
Biv might have money. Yeah, he sold that publishing. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm not even putting allegedly up. That Negro took that publishing. That's why they only did one album with Biv. Oh, y'all forgot about that, huh? Go listen to the Questlove Supreme podcast with Boys to Men on it. They tell the entire story. Listen, they got ripped off.
Listening to that tomorrow.
They got ripped off. I'm telling you, go and listen to it. And they ain't even no allegedly getting put up there.
ripped off?
Yo,
Worse.
Worse. Listen.
No way.
Hey, watch this. Hold on, Jerry, watch this. You know how they got G and they didn't really make a lot of money doing what they're doing? They're still in Vegas doing a residency. They're doing the most quiet. They are the most quiet residency in the world. And they've been there for damn near 7-8 years doing residencies in Vegas because they got to make that money.
Wow.
Yo, I was looking at
the residency is good though for any.
Oh yeah, it's good money. I was just to a podcast last night. It was talking about Another Bad Creation, and they sold 2 million copies
of Aisha.
Of that album.
Of that album, they each got about $25,000.
So basically, Biv did to his groups what they did to them.
What they did to
them.
He reciprocated that thing.
He reciprocated. He turned that around. So getting back to this.
He said, somebody go get this.
So getting back to this bracket, Boys to Men to me will beat New Edition all day long. To me.
Yes.
To me.
Honestly, yes, because vocals are paramount. Stage presence is second. But New Edition has better stage presence than Boys to Men, but Boys to Men has way better vocals
and better songs.
Way better songs.
Come on, man. Ain't nobody trying to. Jerry, ain't
I
nobody.
didn't even think this was a thing.
But it is a thing, though. Jerry, come on now. You not rocking Mr. Telephone Man, and it's just the end. Come on, man. You ain't doing that.
You ain't rocking End of the Road either.
No, but I'll rock Sippin' Ain't Easy. I'll rock Sippin' Ain't Easy. I'll rock I all day long.
Let me say this. New Edition all day. I went to the concert a couple of months ago. I still play New Edition in my car today. You listen, stage presence, they got hits, man. Y'all not gonna keep saying they ain't got no hits.
No
They
one
got
said they didn't have
hits.
Got
hits.
hits.
Steve.
Nobody
No
said
one said they didn't have hits.
nobody
They
said
got,
they
they
have
got more
hits,
hits
but
than
what
Boys
they
and Men.
don't have. But see,
No, the
that's
hell they don't.
New Edition
You
has a
crazy.
big audience. New Edition is
New
black.
Edition does not have more hits
New
than Boys
Edition
to
is
Men. I
black.
don't care.
You cannot count Black famous as world famous. Boys to Men is world famous. New
Correct.
Edition is black famous, and
Correct.
therein lies the difference.
Hey, Jerry, listen. Hold on. I'm gonna do this real quick. Please don't go.
So, but
Hit.
we talking
Wait,
about
hold
music,
on.
right?
Hold on. Please don't
Okay.
please don't go. Hit. Lonely Heart. Hit. Hit. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Hit. Motown Philly. Hit. End of the road. That's off the first
Shadow
album.
Bended Knee. What?
And those 6 are off the first album. Those are hits.
Okay. So
And watch this. Hold on. Watch this. And you know what's crazy about that? Biv took all the publishing for those songs, and there's only one on that album that he actually wrote. All those songs were written for them while they were in high school. They didn't even know Michael Bivins, but he took all the publishing off of that album.
okay, so now here go New Edition.
That's some cold. It's some cold business. It's some cold business.
Okay, here go New Edition. Since you said that, can you stand the rain? Hit. If it isn't love, Mr. Telephone Man, Candy Girl,
Nah.
Cool It Now.
Nah.
You don't mean that. You don't mean that, Dante. What do you mean now?
Hey, listen.
Listen. But you guys, do you realize that you are talking about people that are only famous to black people?
That's not
Yes.
true.
We know the way you feel about those songs, Jerry. I feel the same way. But Boys to Men, you hear that shit in an elevator. You don't hear Candy Girl in an elevator.
Okay. So here's
You don't call and be on hold and listen to music from New Edition's first album, but you might hear Bended Knee.
You might hear 3 or 4 songs off the Boys Men first album.
Okay,
And we didn't even get to the classic albums that they had.
Okay, but now here we go. Say this one. New Edition sold out arenas. 25,000. Boys and Men.
Wait a second. Stop, Negro. When Boys and Men was out on the road hot, when Boys and Men was hot, yo, I'm gonna mute you, Negro, because you talking stupid. Yo, Boys and Men was selling out football stadiums. They were selling out football stadiums. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
They started the boy band.
No, if Boys and Men,
No, you can't. You can't say that Boys to Men started the boy band music.
No, listen to what I'm saying. When we got the Backstreet Boys and all these other groups, guess who they were trying to emulate? They were trying to get the Boys to Men sound.
New Edition.
No. Let me stop you.
Wiz said
that's the boy band originator. Somebody said I ain't making love to Boys to Men.
Wait a second, Wiz.
Wait a second. The black version of the white version of New Edition.
Wait a second
New
now. Hold on.
The black was the white version of New Edition.
They really are. They really were. But Wayne, hold on a second, Wayne. Hold on.
They did the same playbook to the same person.
It was the same person. But listen, check this out. Wayne said you ain't making love to Boys. Wayne, you mean to tell me that if you put on tonight, and I'm not gonna say your wife's name, but I'm not gonna put you out there like that.
Yeah,
you mean to tell me that please don't go and even your love is so right. Come on, man. Hey, Wayne, don't even do it. You know you put that on right now and but be in the room. Stop it. Come on now. Cut it out. Wayne. You know that. But you're not putting on Mr. Telephone Man to make love.
Hey,
Mr. You ain't putting on Candy Girl. Well, maybe you are because you're a freak like that. Go.
You gotta mute him. You gotta mute him. You got to
mute Jerry tripping, huh?
You gotta mute him. Because you're talking about people who are.
So y'all giving this to Boys to Men?
I'm giving this one to Boys to Men. I
don't think it's even an argument. I'm gonna give it to y'all. I'm gonna get it to y'all. Jerry, we're gonna get it to him. We're gonna get it to him.
We all vote. So Dante said Boys. Eb said Boys. Ashia, what you say?
I say New Edition.
Come on, talk to
all
me.
day.
So it's a toss up.
I understand what y'all saying. I get what y'all saying.
We gotta.
You're talking about R&B.
Boys to Men.
R&B. Boys to Men is R&B.
They pop.
They're not R&B music.
Y'all need to cut it out.
They were not R&B music.
They bubble gum.
That was not real R&B.
All right, so I'm gonna make an executive decision. And we're gonna put Boys to Men down there as We're gonna do, all right. Well, listen, that's fine. Hold on. Okay. Wait. Let's do it this way. Go ahead and slide New Edition in there. Go ahead and slide New Edition. Go ahead and slide New Edition in there real quick. Go ahead and slide New Edition in there real quick.
Somebody pick somebody.
They're gonna get blown out by men condition.
Come on, somebody.
Right. So it don't matter because whoever's in that slot gonna get killed by men.
It would have been harder against
Well, mint condition go kill whoever next. That don't count.
Mint condition. Let's go ahead and get rid of the mint condition. Let's slide mint condition in there because they're gonna knock high five out.
I don't even know why you did high five like that.
Let's just go ahead and do that. All right. So let's move over. Let's move over to the right here. We got Jodeci versus the Tonys. Now this is interesting. This is interesting because I mean I already know who I'm picking. I already know who I'm picking
straight off the bat, and I'm not even arguing about this one.
But I mean, you.
I'm not even arguing about this one. I know
Jodeci had.
I hope we don't.
Jodeci had one classic album.
I hope we don't have to argue about this.
Jodeci had.
You know what Jerry about to say? I just saw them in concert. Yeah, with all them other old niggas.
I can't ride with you on this one, Jerry.
Hey Jerry, I'm gonna tell you straight up. There's absolutely no way in heaven or hell that Jodeci handles Tony.
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen. Hey, watch this. Hold on, hey Jerry, I'm gonna make it even worse. They couldn't handle Tony with Raphael, and they definitely can't handle him with my man with their cousin.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. So I know Jerry gonna say Tony.
That's what I was going with. Because just off of the Loving You instrumental.
Listen, I'm going with the Tonys. I'm going with the Tonys because they straight up did a song called "My Ex-Girlfriend Is a Hoe." I mean, they on the strength of that song, I'm going with the Tonys. Just right off of that. It's a hell of a song. That's my favorite karaoke song. People get messed up. Like, what?
It's a solid hit.
It's a solid vibe.
I'm going with it just because they did.
Solid vibe. Now this next one, we didn't even. It's a shame that we just like Jodeci. Y'all cool, but see y'all later. Get out of here. Bye, Devontae.
Bye, crackhead.
Bye, Devontae. Yeah, get out of here. Yo,
did you say bye, crackhead?
My biggest issue. Listen, my biggest issue with Jodeci.
It's more than one crackhead.
Not tonight.
Right.
It's like it's a few of them.
Right. My big issue with Jodeci, right? I've heard clips of them out on tour. He told me to respond to your chat. We got you. Yo, hold on. I gotta say this real quick. Wayne wants us to know that "End of the Road" was the most simplest song ever. It kind of was. It kind of was.
Right.
He know it by heart, though. He know it by heart.
That's his karaoke song.
Right. That's his karaoke song. That's his go-to. That's definitely Wayne's go-to.
That's the standard graduation song.
Listen, what was it? Jodeci, I heard them out on tour, and I know some people that are playing for them, whatever they're doing the sound for them, and they're using the stems from 1994. I'm like, yo, it don't even sound believable. Because y'all use the stems from 94.
Nothing sounds. They stuck in 94 because they still high from 94.
That's hysterical.
So everything is gonna be. They're stuck.
I can't believe
they're stuck.
It is so hard for me to believe that Mary J. Blige let that nigga hit her in her face repeatedly.
Well, they both was on that stuff.
I don't care.
She was high.
You are better than that.
High.
Mary is so
I
much.
don't care. She was high.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Mary's better. Listen, Queen, leave her alone.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Hey, they're not using the ones from '94. Did you see them when they did the Soul Train?
I saw that.
That's the stems.
That's the stems. Those are stems.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm listening to everything, and I'm like, yo, I've heard this before.
Right. Like, y'all didn't even trying. Like, what are y'all doing? So we got After 7 and 112 in the next bracket. Now, this one I'm kind of out of because I didn't like either group.
Oh.
I'm going to ride with 112 on this.
I'm going 112.
Ooh, definitely go ride with 112.
All right. 112. Who's keeping track of this now? Who's keeping track of this right now?
I got you.
But
so right now, we got Tony, and 112.
Wait, I didn't vote yet.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm a big After 7 fan.
Ready or Not.
That's the
That's the
best.
only song I know of theirs.
Their
That's
voices, if you listen to these songs that they sang, their voices are perfect. And listen to remastered versions,
right.
it's perfect. And everything was written by Babyface.
Right.
So how could you not vote for Babyface's pen?
Okay.
With these angelic, perfectly pitched, and perfect harmony because they were brothers and a cousin voices. What's wrong
Tell
with
me
you?
one song. Tell me another song besides Ready or Not.
The whole album.
Tell me one. No. Tell me
I don't
another
know
one
none,
besides
Jared.
Ready or Not.
Heat of
I
the
don't know
moment.
none.
There you go. Heat of the moment. That was one of the songs.
Is that an After 7 song?
Yep, that's the After 7 song. And it was written by Babyface. Oh, I just listened to this album like a couple weeks ago because the kids on TikTok were doing a challenge, and they were doing the Can We Talk challenge. And what's the brother's name? Kelvin. He did Can We Talk, and his voice is ridiculous still all these years later. So
okay, but I get that. But you got to think about 112 had hits. They had major hits.
Let me think. I can't even. Was that 112? See, I couldn't even tell you. I'm sorry.
Peaches and Cream anywhere.
Cupid. 112, but see, 112 for me is more teeny bopper, and their voices just don't hit like them Edmonds boys' voices. Sorry,
got hits. They just got hits.
Do they have longevity though? Do they have? I mean, After 7. I mean, I remember After 7 right now. Oh, Can't Stop. Yeah. Oh, that was After 7. Oh man, yeah. Wait a second. I might have to go with After 7 on this one, just by Ready or Not and Can't Stop and yeah.
Okay. So
thank you.
You just named 3 songs.
Go ahead with 112. Give me some.
They only had what? But see, this is the thing. They only had like 2 albums.
No, they didn't. They had a bunch of them because they had one that had Baby I'm Ready on.
Who are you talking about? 112?
No, After 7.
After 7?
Okay, Only You remix with Biggie on it.
I don't remember that. Go ahead.
Well, shit, you got to give it to Biggie because Biggie made the song.
Okay, so you got Cupid, Anywhere, Only You,
Peaches and Cream,
Dance with Me, You Already Know.
I don't know any of them. I don't know any of them songs. I
go for vocal talent. I go for vocal talent over that mess. Like, I don't care about that. Hey. I care about the vocal talent. Like, what you sounding like? What you doing?
You Already Know was talking about anal sex. That's how nasty it was. And we was all listening to it talking about, man, that song is dope.
No, we weren't.
Speak for your.
Speak for yourself, Negro. I was listening to that.
I'm rocking
all right,
so
I am After 7 on this one. All right, so now we got another toss up.
You just made that up, Dante. You just made that up.
Yeah, you so trash, man. I'm out of this, but then you trash.
I mean, I gotta vote. I think we got the audience is voting for After 7 too. So the audience is After 7 on this one. So we got After 7 on this one. Now this is gonna be interesting. This next one is interesting. You got Drew Hill. Well, let's go to round 2. So now we got Tony, and after. Even if it's Tony, and 112. Even if it's Tony, and 112, the Tonys are gonna win.
You rock with Tony. You rock with the Tonys.
Yeah, I mean,
the Tonys are gonna win this.
Tony
all the way through.
It's got to be mint condition against the Tonys, but it's of course mint condition. So whatever. Sorry.
It's gonna be a problem. So now we got
because they got somebody on that bottom that's kind of tough there.
We're gonna talk about it in a minute. We're gonna get there. All right. So now we got Drew Hill and BBD.
This is tough.
Now, mind you, BBD only had 1 album.
I was gonna say they had 2. How's it tough?
They only had 1 album.
No, they had 2.
The other albums all remixed.
They had 2 albums.
No. They had another album other than that.
2.
Maybe it was an EP, but they had something else come out. That wasn't.
They had more than 1 album. Let me look it up because it was more than 1.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. It's let's see here. They had
1. They had more than 1.
No, they got 4.
They got 3.
They
Hey,
got
Four.
Poison. They got
BBD,
Poison.
that Poison, and then
Hootie
they
Mac.
had the remix album.
Oh, the
Hootie
first
Mac,
one. That was the
Hootie Mac
Booty
was even
City
that wasn't even
was
a
the remix.
was that even an album?
Right?
Yeah, that was a remix. No, that was an album. That was an album.
Hootie Mac. Yeah, they
That,
had 2 albums.
yeah, that was the Hootie Mac didn't do nothing. They had
Yes,
Hootie
they
Mac was trash.
That
Matter
shit
of fact,
raw. It didn't go
Matt,
glass. It was insane.
matter of fact, WBBD, the remix album was considered the second album
no,
because
it
everything
wasn't.
was remixed on that.
The Hootie Mac. I mean, the WBBD, because that was a remix. But then they had Hootie Mac, and that had Something in Your Eyes on there. That went platinum too.
What the hell was Something in Your Eyes?
That was a slow song.
I don't remember it.
Okay.
And then they tried to do something in
If they had
2001.
if they had one song, what? And
It
we
went platinum.
no.
It
I
went
mean,
platinum.
let me be. So I just looked. They actually have 4 albums. The
And
last
Three
three don't.
Stripes.
The last 3 don't count.
The Three Stripes is dope. The Three Stripes album is dope. It just didn't get no push on it. 'Cause I think that was independent. It was dope.
Taste. So I am judging your music taste, bro. Like so.
I'm gonna say this though. There's absolutely no way that Drew Hill beats hangs with BBD.
You say Drew Hill don't?
You say Drew Hill don't?
They cannot hang with BBD.
Dude.
What are you talking about?
They can't hang with BBD. I don't think that Drew Hill can hang with BBD.
Vocal wise, they dope. I mean,
vocal wise, they sing better than BBD. Only one person in BBD can sing.
Only one.
I mean, Drew Hill gets points off because they brought us that damn thong song Negro. I can't say
that gives him points because he did the thing. He did what he was supposed to do.
Oh my
and
god!
you got to tell me.
Where can you go? What club can you go in? Black, white, Hispanic. That if you don't hear thong, the club go up.
Oh, did you guys know he lost half of his publishing on that song?
Mm-hmm.
Why? For what? What happened?
Because
they
didn't get permission for one line, "Living La Vida Loca."
Really?
Of their publishing for that one thing not being cleared.
Yeah, they had to pay Ricky. They had to pay Ricky Martin a bunch of money.
50%.
Yeah.
Damn. No, that's
what
right.
Yeah, it was in the same harmony.
It's the same verse 3 times.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it went down. Did it go diamond?
Yeah, it did.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah,
It went dumb.
Same verse 3 times, and it went diamond. That is very telling for this industry, you guys. Any kids out there,
industry shady.
If you got a catchy tune, you're gonna make $1 million, and make sure you trademark.
All right, so where are we going with this Drew Hill BBD matchup?
Okay.
So we're gonna get us to Drew Hill.
BBD got a classic album that people still bump to this day.
Just gotta go to Drew Hill.
How?
They got Tell Me, Beauty is her name. You still got the thong song. You got, dang, what's the song? Somebody Sleeping in My Bed.
Ooh.
They got hits.
What?
That's Drew Hill.
To them because Cisco did introduce us to Maya, so I might have to give it to them for that.
All right, Drew Hill gets it. Drew Hill gets it. Let's move Drew Hill. Next we got. So now let's move back over to the left real quick. We got Silk and H-Town.
Oh my God!
Somebody rocking, knocking the boots.
That's the only song.
Now, of course, Silk with that Silk. What song did Silk do that drove everybody up? Freak Me, baby. Let me lick you up and down. Yeah, in my bedroom. Silk,
Meeting in my bedroom was there, yeah.
Silk. This is a Silk. This is easy one. This is easy.
Yeah, that's
easy. Would
easy.
you guys like a fun fact about H-Town?
What you say?
Would you like a fun fact about H-Town?
Which one are you dating?
None. This is just how small. This is just an illustration of how small this world is. What's the guy who in H-Town who died? Who was that? Dino?
Yes.
Dino had a daughter before he passed away. Dino's baby mama is now married to Joe Rogan.
The podcast dude?
Dino's baby
the podcast.
What?
The podcast dude.
Allegedly.
No. You can. It's fact.
Really?
He is H-Town's stepdaddy.
Wow.
All the
Did you
world.
say he H-Town stepdaddy?
Yes,
He
she did.
H-Town stepdaddy.
She's so dumb. I hate her much. Now,
Hey, I heard that as soon as she said that one.
That nigga
now
H-Town
this last
Don't use the ashtray no more, Ed. No more.
right. No more ass. No more. Don't lighten up. She lighten up. Now this last matchup at the bottom here, the bottom left, is intriguing to me because
You can't do
if I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna
can't
tell
do
you why. Because if there wouldn't have been beef with Teddy and Aaron, all those Blackstreet albums were guy albums.
True.
They were all guy albums.
But see,
That's a fact. But, but still.
can I say this real quick?
Go ahead.
He could not have sang No Diggity. Oh no, yes, he couldn't have sang what's the song before Kiss Goodnight. He couldn't have sang that.
Who? Aaron?
Shit. No.
Aaron would have killed that. Aaron would have murked that. Aaron would have murked that. I'm sorry, I hate to tell you this. Aaron would have murked that.
Chauncey voice is way too smooth. Chauncey voice like butter.
Yo, y'all forget the hits that Aaron was singing.
Jay Hollister, butter.
Yo, have you ever really listened to Aaron Hall's first solo album? Yeah. How dope Aaron is. Aaron is a singer. He is a singer.
Now he sings.
Now that nigga, I mean, and that was probably one of the worst songs on the album.
What's that?
I Miss You.
But see, he sings, he screams.
Not all the time.
Loud.
Yo, R. Kelly, you're right. R. Kelly stole Aaron Hall's whole vibe.
That makes sense.
He did.
That creepy old nigga vibe. Yep, that makes sense.
But here's the thing. Now, for me, I cannot rock with Blackstreet because Dave Hollister was prepping my fraternity, and I can't rock with that dude.
We need some cricket sounds. Cricket.
Right. That was. I'm going with Guy. I'm going with Guy easily. This is easy for me. It's Guy easily. It's easy.
Chauncey with that chocolate and that smooth ass voice.
Chauncey wasn't really that smooth though.
I probably would have bought him a PlayStation though. Like seriously.
Really, Dad? Really?
If he sang to me like that,
you would have bought a PlayStation. That's all his singing is worth a PlayStation.
It would have been a Nintendo then, as it would have been
right, but it would have been like the deluxe because I don't do nothing half. So it would have been
the Nintendo with the Tecmo Bowl on it.
It would have been the one with the power pad where you be running.
You're so
and the gun and everything. He would have got everything.
So
he could have got that out of me.
You are so dumb. All right, so I'm going with Guy. I'm going with Guy on this one.
I'm going with Blackstreet.
I'm rocking Blackstreet.
I would have bought him gas, y'all. Like I would have gave him gas money.
Y'all taking Blackstreet over Guy?
Gas, and I'm in LA. Gas is $9 in LA.
One song. Piece of My Love. I'm going with Guy.
No.
I'm going with Guy wins this one easily for me.
Yeah, Guy. Piece of My Love.
Goodbye Love. Groove Me. I Like.
Now
Blackstreet got 3 hits.
My party starters, but I still got to give it to
because of one song.
I still got fine ass Chauncey. Sorry.
Well, you got to apply the same rules you applied to Boys to Men in New Edition.
Well, I am.
That you just named from Guy did nothing.
Yes, they did. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Guy is certified classic. Are you kidding me? Kill yourself right now. Ain't no way in the world you say they did nothing. You too young.
That first Guy album is still a.
I'm not saying they did.
That second Guy album is a killer. That second Guy album with Teach Me Tonight on it, with Let's Chill. They got Let's Chill on that second album. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
My feet was hurting. Let's chill.
That's one.
Teach Me Tonight. Are you kidding me? That whole second album was
back on to dance to. Yeah, sorry, I would.
Are you kidding me? You got to be out your mind, okay? Talking about the Blackstreet's album. I like Blackstreet as a group, but he was changing it up like they were Menudo. You never knew who the heck was in the
That's
group.
true.
Blackstreet got 5 different groups on one album. There are 5 different iterations of Blackstreet on one album.
That's true. That's true.
They do.
So it was, but they still do have I Get So Lonely. They did that with Janet, which was dope.
I mean, that was on the strength of him working with Michael.
Yeah. I still gotta go with Guy because
Yeah, I'm going with Guy on this. Guy
Oh,
wins this one.
But I'm gonna still holler at Chauncey later. So.
You can holler at Chauncey later on the side. He need a PlayStation. He might need a place to lay his head right now.
I ain't got
He working at In and Out.
So we got
In and Out.
Hysterical.
Not In and Out.
I said,
And then we have Jagged Edge and Next.
I don't even know nothing about Next.
Who's next?
you know Next,
I don't
Yeah,
remember
yes, you do.
Next.
baby, no more
What's this?
crying.
That's Next.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Next.
They
See, I
are
thought that was-
rapists.
I thought that was Jagged
But,
Edge.
yeah, no wonder. I don't need to know about them. They was
That's
getting
a
their
rape
rape
song.
drugs. Yeah.
They was in town last week and people was walking out.
Really? That
Yeah.
bad, huh?
Do they got anything else besides that song?
Hey Dante, and it was a free concert.
No, don't say that.
They was
Don't
asking
say
for
that,
a
dog.
concert.
Oh, wait a minute. So next is Butter Love. Okay, Butter Love was good. Wifey.
I don't know that song.
Yes, you do. You got
Yes,
that
give me
Butter
that
Love.
but no, yeah, you
No.
got that Butter Love. You got that
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah. Wifey, you know Wifey.
Edge. It's still Jagged Edge.
Yeah, it's still Jagged Edge though.
Jagged
all day.
Edge. We got Jagged Edge all day.
I mean, how can you go again? We ain't getting no younger. We might as well do this. That is the most ignorant verse in the world, but it's still rock.
It's the
So-
most ignorant songs in the world, but I still get up and dance even if my feet hurt. So
It is what it is. So this is what we have right now. We have Boyz II Men versus Mint Condition. We have Silk versus Guy. We have Tony versus After 7. Did we go?
No,
At
after
112.
7. After 7.
After 7.
No, it's after 7.
Tony versus After 7. We have Drew Hill versus Jagged Edge. This is interesting. So I can say this right now. Let's just go ahead and get this out the way. Boyz II Men versus Mint Condition. I'm going with Mint Condition all day.
yes,
Mint Condition ride that, of course.
With Guy versus Silk,
Guy.
I'm going with Guy all day.
Guy.
yeah, I'm going with Guy.
With Tony versus After 7, I'm going with Tony all day.
Tony,
I
of
get
course.
Tony's.
With
I'm
Drew
gonna
Hill-
rock Jagged Edge.
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna rock Jagged Edge. So now let's just go ahead and hit it. Now we got Guy versus.
Hold on. Whoa. So Jagged Edge over True Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just thinking because I was like, man, that's. He said, what about intro?
Hey.
If you let me
Intro
come
got
inside, that was my
Rest in peace, Kenny. Rest
Rest
in
in
peace.
peace, Kenny Green, yo. Yeah, rest in peace, Kenny. Intro is not on the list because they don't have the resume.
They only had one song, but Kenny tore Ribbon in the Sky up. Kenny was one of my,
Kenny killed Ribbon in the Sky. God bless him. You know, different time, different space. Kenny would still be alive right
he would
now.
still be alive. That was one of my friends. I loved him dearly.
Yeah, Kenny was good. Yo, so and this is a shout out to the previous podcast. For those that listened a month ago, we know that Eric did a song with intro and used Kenny's vocals on it on his Lessons album. So y'all go check that out with Eric Roberson, who's a guest on our last podcast. Check it out. It's a dope, and the video's out too. The video dropped 4 weeks ago. So y'all check that out. Let's see. So Jagged Edge over Drew Hill.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Definitely. Hands down.
Okay. All right. So now we got Jagged Edge.
Intro is an honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
You got Jagged Edge and Tony. So you know
Tony.
Tony push.
So Tony's gonna win that, and then we got Mint Condition versus Guy. I'm saying Mint Condition. So my dream verses has always been Mint versus Tony. That's my dream verses.
Oh, that would be a good one. That would be a
I gotta
all
look
the,
at these side by side.
and we gotta have the original members on each group.
Okay.
yeah.
So you can add
So
Raphael
you're going
back.
back to the original.
So we can add
So
Raphael
now-
back. We can add Raphael back. We can add Carrie back. We can add Chris back.
So now let me ask this question: if we do a mint, are we doing just strictly mint songs or strictly Tony songs, or they bringing in side songs?
Nah, strictly meant
No,
strictly
strictly
Tony.
they songs. So you can't bring in them other songs.
Okay, because I was about to say
Because
because if you
Raphael
bring back Raphael,
blow him away with all of his stuff.
I mean,
by
Ralph got
himself.
hits. Ralph got hits by itself, but the only song that they can bring in, the Tonys can bring in, is "Ask of You," because that was technically a Tony song.
true.
No, actually, it wasn't. It was a Ralph song on the soundtrack, on Higher Learning soundtrack, so they can't even bring that in.
Yes. Yeah.
They both
here's
got
the thing.
2 albums.
Who? Mint has 8 albums.
Yeah, they got 8. I got
Mint
them.
got 8 albums. I got them all sitting right here. I can name them all for you in chronological order. Too. You kidding me?
But here's the thing.
Listen, start out. You can start out from Mint to be Mint.
Yeah, they do got it.
You
And then
honestly,
Oh, and they had
From
hits
the
on
Mint-
all of these.
from the Mint Factory. Definition of a band. Green Album, but the the Green Album. Doggone it, I can't. With that girl and what's her name on it? I know every album.
Now they had Plain of Pleasure on there. Then they
Plain
had
of Pleasure was on that album. Oh yeah, it was on that album.
They had Pretty Lady with Charlie Wilson on that too.
Life's Aquarium was
Yeah,
that album.
Life's Aquarium. Life's
And
Aquarium.
then you got. Go ahead.
favorite song off of any Mint album.
Off of Mint, I like the Mint Live. If you're at doing Mint Live, their live album, you got to go with Single to Mingle Live. You got to go with Single to Mingle Live. They absolutely murked that live. They killed that live.
Do a live album, but I saw them perform with Prince when Prince did his 27 days in LA.
Yep.
Way back when when one of the nights I went, they were the opening act.
I did. I was there the last night, by the way. We didn't even talk about.
Excuse me, I didn't go.
Did somebody say really? Wait! Hold up, Tito. Tito talking about really? Y'all taking Guy over Silk singing? Hell yeah! Hell, Little G is off. Little G is off more than he's on.
Silk can do both. I mean, Guy can do both. They can give you the love songs and the party. Silk can only do the love song.
Correct. So I mean, now a lot of people like sleeper hits. Like Mint has sleeper hits. Like everybody knows "Breaking My Heart," "Pretty Brown Eyes." That's what the black folks call it. Even though the name of the song is "Breaking My Heart," everybody knows that. Everybody knows, "You See Me Swinging," right? Everybody knows that joint. Everybody knows "Spanish Eyes." Everybody knows "You Don't Have to Hurt No More." What kind of man would I be? They know them joints. But I'm telling you, like they got a joint with Charlie Wilson called "Pretty Lady." That's a killer. If you love me is a killer. They got a song called Pimp Juice. Is a killer.
That would do. Now, I would say this. Off the definition of band, on and on. I actually got engaged to that song.
That's one of my favorites right there.
Yeah, I actually got engaged to that song. I should have cut it up because that marriage only lasted 9 months. But, I'm blaming it on men. No. But I mean, every CD, every album of men has a song on there that's still, if you play it right now, I mean, and that's even past "Breaking My Heart."
Forever in Your Eyes is my jam. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm doing and listening to that song, the whole song.
Yeah. Listen, Not My Daddy with Kelly Price is dope. Can you do my Gold Digger?
By the way,
Gold Digger.
all I want is
Digger.
Dante. You started something because all I want is butter cake now. So I just ordered one from Maggiano's.
It's not gonna be the same.
No, this one it's not the same, but it's pretty good.
Listen, now that Mastro's is right down the street from you, just go and get it. They open up right across from the Staples Center.
I don't want to drive. Gas is $1 million.
Okay.
Gas is $92 a gallon.
Dante, your favorite album? What's your favorite
My
album?
favorite Mint album is definitely from the Mint Factory. It's from the Mint Factory. Over definition. From the Mint Factory,
serious?
from the Mint Factory cemented their legacy for every musician that I know. And if you talk to most musicians, they will tell you that From the Mint Factory
So
is that album. Definition is
that's from a
cool.
musician's point of view, right? You saying?
Oh, most
Yeah.
definitely. Men is definitely made. Men is definitely made for musicians. Men is a musician.
I agree.
And the Tonys, like look, I know Elijah, and Elijah's probably gonna watch this. I don't give a shit if y'all tag him in it. Elijah will tell you that Elijah will be like Elijah Baker. He's Tony's original bass player, right? And so we're friends. He's cool people. The Tonys had a band. I mean, they had Elijah, they had Jubu, they had Carl Willer, they had Brian Collier on drums. I mean, they had a crew. Them jokers had a crew, but they were so Oaklandish and so commercial to us. It was like, Jubu was their best player. Jubu started out all the hits. Jubu had all the hits with Mint. It is what it is. You know, with the Tonys rather. Yeah, with the Tonys, you know. But when they split up hard. They split up hard when the Tonys did. And even when Mint, listen, I'm disappointed that Mint split up. But you know, it is what it is. What you gonna do?
See, that was Stokely on some ego stuff right there. And so that's the worst part. And the crazy part is that, you know, he on tour and he doing most of the Mint stuff.
I mean, he wrote them.
Yeah. So well, but here's the thing, is that the way they did their publishing was kind of dope. Because they did all their publishing together.
Everybody got
even
it.
if he's doing that, they still getting paid off that.
Everybody getting paid.
Ricky is from Chicago, so he knows some of my people. They trying to do some stuff to get back together. But definition of a band is an amazing. I mean, from the instrumentals to everything. 5 million strong.
10 million, but 10 million is on 10 million. But that's on From the Mint Factory though.
I thought that was on definition.
Nope, that's on Mint Factory. Trust me. That's on the Mint Factory. Trust me. But I
Which
mean,
one did you say?
I'm not gonna front. It's 10 million strong. It's right after, because 10 million strong is right after You See Me Swinging.
Yeah, that's right.
Now I'm not gonna front, like, yo, the Tonys, the Tonys Revival is a dope album. I mean, you can almost play it all the way through. From Feels Good to, I mean, people didn't like Oakland Stroke and, you know, Spending All My Time Pleasing You. All You Ever Give Me Is the Blues. That's a dope one. Let's Have a Good Time. It Never Rains. Whatever You Want. Sky's the Limit. I mean, there's some joints on there. You know, on now, Sons of Soul was the album. Sons of Soul was that album. If I Had No Loot, What Goes Around, My Ex-Girlfriend Is a Hoe. Tell Mama, Leaving, Slow Wine. Yo, Slow Wine was a killer. Slow Wine was a killer. Right. Lay Your Head on My Pillow. Yo, Gangsta Groove. Anniversary was on that. That was a killer. Yeah. That was a killer. House of Music.
Was.
Let's Get Down with Quick. Still a Man. Loving You. Yo, Loving You. Holy Smokes and G's Whiz. Yo, it was a killer.
That's my song right there. Holy Smokes and G's Whiz.
With my man. I think Carl was on the organ on this. This right here.
I told you. That's it. That's the one right there.
It's a killer.
Dude he was in a Koji church when he did that.
Oh, I'm sure. And he had that daggone cut B3. What's interesting about the Tonys is, you know, a lot of people don't know this, but look at Carl Willer and Jubu. They're Mays. They've been playing for Frankie Beverly forever. They've been Mays for Frankie Beverly for the last 25 years, if not longer. Yeah, I mean, they keeping Frankie Beverly alive. They keeping him running well, because Frankie ain't sang a song in 30 years. I would still put Mint Condition over the Tonys. That is my preference.
I would definitely put Mint over the Tonys.
Live? Mint Condition over anybody.
And especially with Mint with Chris on the drums.
Man. Yeah.
He talking about, how about Rough Ends and Lucy Pearl? No, Lucy Pearl can't even get on this list. But you know what? You
can't count Lucy Pearl because that was Raphael Sadiq.
Who's singing? Who's singing?
Yeah.
Is Dawn singing, or who replaced Dawn?
Yeah. No, you remember they broke up.
I know.
So it was, but who's Don Lewis and who? It was another person.
It was Ali Shaheed.
Ali Shaheed.
Yeah.
Ali Shaheed Muhammad.
and they said that Don was tripping, and so they just wound up just getting rid
They
of the
like forget it. Ali is my dude. So let's see some honorable mentions. The NIT, if you will, the NIT bracket, if you will, of men R&B groups that we did not mention. Intro was definitely in the NIT. Ready for the World does not make the list. Ready for the World, popping shit. Ready for the World. But I'm gonna tell you who does make the. I'm gonna tell you who does make the list that we didn't mention today. Cool. Big Bub and Today. They had the 90s. They had it locked down a little bit in the 90s.
Yes, I like them.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
should be. Well, no, that's not 90s. Oh wait, yes,
even late 80s, early 90s.
Do you really want me? Yeah.
Do you really want hell? Do you really want
deal
me?
was
No.
80s.
The deal was definitely the 80s.
Tell me stories.
Can we do it?
Go ahead, let's go. Who you want to run with the 80s real quick? We got time. Who do we run in the 80s?
Oh no, we should do girl groups actually.
We can talk about. I don't remember. Listen, the girl groups of the 90s were very interesting. The 80s didn't have a lot of girl groups, but the 90s
had tons.
Men ran the 90s.
I mean, in the 90s, you had Escape, Brownstone.
Are you talking about girl groups or just singers?
SWV. We talking about groups. No, we talking about groups.
702.
We talking about groups.
Destiny
Child more 2000. 702 was more 2000s.
Well, you gotta look and see when their album dropped.
Well, 702 2000. I think 702 was before 2000.
Nah, they were in the 90s. TLC was running the 90s. TLC was running the 90s. Yep. So you got to figure you with TLC, Escape, SWV. What's it? What Brownstone? Brownstone was a killer. Who else?
702 hit in 96.
Yeah,
they 96. 96, no doubt.
In
Vogue was hitting in the 90s. In Vogue ran the 90s a little bit.
Jade. They had two songs. But
wait. I'm gonna tell you who's dope in the 90s that we don't talk about anymore, and she's killing the game right now. Janae.
I was just about to say Janae. They had some hits.
And she and her husband are absolutely killing the game right now. If you look up the Baylor Project, they're absolutely killing the game right now. The Baylor Project, they're jazz, but they are absolutely killing.
Okay.
She and her husband, they're dope.
I got another one that's a sleeper. Change Your Faces.
Ooh, I remember them.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They had a hit.
But it was one album.
They had a hit.
Yeah.
No, they had
quite a few on that album.
Yeah. Oh, what about the girls
fooling around?
The girls that were
Change Your Faces had quite a few.
You said who?
The girls that were with Keith Sweat. What was their name?
In
Total. Don't forget about Total.
They only had two songs though.
Yo, see how Tyree came in here all late talking about ex-girlfriend. Yeah, we already hit him with the ex-girlfriend as a whole joint. We played that. We played that earlier.
Remember, it was a girl group called
Ex-Girlfriend. There was a girl group called Ex-Girlfriend.
Yeah, the crazy chick, Stacy. Shit, I can't think of her last name, but she's in it. She was in
Cut Close. Cut Close is the Keith Sweat group.
That's who it is.
Yeah, those are the girls that were under Keith Sweat. Cut Close.
Yeah, Cut Close. Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, the group." We talk about everybody. We don't care. Let's see.
They only had one album, but it was really fun. It was really good.
I'm trying to think of any other female group in the 90s that were dope.
Ex-Girlfriend. I don't even know if you can find it.
Let me see.
There's a group that was in the 90s.
What was they hit?
Who knows?
They had it was called "Why Can't You Come Home." It was good because they could all sing. They like singers, and they could dance. It was one album. God, I hate my memory because why do I remember that? What? How is that?
Pulling it up right now.
Wait, but how is that useful to anybody?
There was a group. There was a group in the 90s. There was a group in the 90s that had this. I'm gonna tell you the song. I'm gonna tell you the name of the group was called Pure Soul. Yes. And they had Teddy Riley produced them. They had We Must Be in Love.
Yeah,
they were that, but that entire album was absolute fire. Teddy had some joints on that. They could all sing. They could all sing.
They could sing.
Let me see if I can find it. And they were all from DC. They were all cool.
You know what? Sometimes I think of these old songs, and I'll say it to somebody. They'll look at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, and I get indicated because you guys remember them too. So thanks.
Yep, they were dope. Let me think of who else. Somebody said they said Total. They had Black. There's a girl group called Black.
Yeah, they was.
What was the group that sung that boom like in
Yeah,
808? Was that
that's
2000?
right.
Who was that?
What?
Black.
That's
Okay.
that was Black. You know,
Circles like a figure eight.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
they
By the
was
way,
up they was up
if we
Jermaine
talked about
Dupri.
honorable mention for male groups in the 1980s, I don't know. Forget about male groups. That's just co-ed groups. I still think the Barge would kill a lot of people.
Most definitely.
Yes.
The Barge would
Most
kill.
definitely.
The Barge would kill a lot of people.
Yes. Yes.
And by the way, and if you're going straight male singers in the 80s and 90s, El DeBarge had to be at the top, one of the people at the top of my list, along with Luther. We are having a conversation about Luther Vandross on Twitter yesterday. They were having a conversation about him. A lot of people didn't know that Superstar was a remake of the Carpenters joint.
Yeah.
But I mentioned that on the album. Remember Luther on the album, they broke it down, and Luther was like, keep it right there, stay in that groove, keep it right there. A lot of people thought he was talking about, ad-libbing to a female, but he was actually talking to the band because they were getting ready to change, and he was like, nah, don't move, keep it right there. Like, don't y'all go nowhere, stay right where the heck you are. But he was just a professional. Luther was the consummate professional at everything he did. But I would say Luther, El DeBarge.
Yeah.
Who else would we put up in there from the 80s and 90s
Freddie
that were
Jackson.
dope? Who?
Freddie Jackson.
Nah.
Dude, you got to stop that.
Washington.
Who? Keith Washington. Keith Washington. Alexander O'Neal. Come on, man. We ain't putting Alexander up there. Yo, Alexander, we're going to curse everybody out.
P.O. Bryson.
Did this Negro say basic black? Yo, the basic move you made was basically a waste. Why run? That's the first R&B diss song, by the way. Remember Teddy put that on that second album going off on Gene Griffin? He told her the basic move you made was basically a waste. Why run a race just to come in second place? And they were what they did, the true story. They would splice Aaron Hall's vocals into basic black songs because them jokers couldn't sing. So they were splicing Aaron's stuff in the middle of their songs.
Wow.
There's a dirty world out there.
It's the music industry is dirty. So anyway, this was our Sweet 16. We're talking about the male R&B groups of the 1990s. We all agree. We couldn't agree on many things, but we all agree that Mint Condition killing everybody in this damn tournament.
Hey, let me say this before you end. If dude would have did all his stuff and all his dirt, he would have been top singer of all time, and that's Kells.
Nah, hell no.
Man, he got.
Kells got hits for days.
Hold on. Let's get past.
I wouldn't put him as top.
He stole. I mean, he listen. I will say that R. Kelly's pen game. I like R. Kelly's stuff that he's written for other people more than I like R. Kelly's stuff that he's written for himself.
Hey, little known fact, he didn't even.
That's true.
He didn't write. I Believe I Can Fly.
Oh, we know that.
Yeah,
shout out to Roddy.
He got that from my guy Ray Baby.
Can I shout out to Ray? Shout out to Ray.
Shout out to Ray.
Shout out to Rodney. Shout out to Ray. I said it.
He's
a thief.
Hey man, we listen.
He's a thief. They should have. He almost got killed over that. Let's just tell the truth.
Thief is the less of the things that we can call it.
Well, I mean, listen. Just like I know a lot because my guys was in his band. So just like all his music, my guy Rodney East played all his music, but he never gave me
just give Rodney a shout out. Hopefully Rodney gonna turn. Somebody gonna tag. I almost want to tag Rodney in here right now. Rodney, we talking about you, bro. First of all, if y'all don't know nothing about anything, Rodney East is a beast. He is that dude. You can go online right now and see him and see him playing and see him doing covers. I mean, so it is. Don't believe all the hype about R. Kelly because a lot of the stuff he did, he stole ideas from a lot of other people.
He doesn't give good person vibes.
He's never been a good person. I'm gonna tell you this because we was in the studio, so we was all in the studio downtown. And so we was in Studio C, he was in Studio A. Well, all of our guys was there together, so we going back and forth, just talking and everything because they excited for what we doing, and we happy because they finna do. They's going to do the TP2 album, and so man, Kel's come up in there, and he was like, "Who in the F is all these folks?" And so my guy Sean was like, he said, "Yo, they down the hallway." He said they just came in. He's like, "I don't care." He said, "Get them out of there. You can go with them."
Dang.
I mean, that's how he was, man. He was an idiot. He was from my neighborhood, and he couldn't even come back to the neighborhood because people didn't like him.
He was
It
ignorant.
was like that. I mean, he was always like that. He was always like that. So
It didn't win for him. So
Off good person vibes.
no, he
I'm gonna tell
never
you, I'm,
did.
I'm gonna give a shout out to somebody right now that a lot of people don't know, but I'm gonna give him his flowers right now while I'm thinking about it. So shout out to my man Brian Alexander Morgan. If y'all don't know who Brian Alexander Morgan is, I need
SWV.
y'all to go. I was gonna tell y'all, just go and listen to SWV's first album. Actually, the first album and a half. All the songs that you hear Coco singing and the way she sings them are the exact reference that Brian sang them when he wrote them. She literally, but that's why Coco has such an attitude, because she hated that she couldn't be herself, sing her the way she wanted to, because the songs were written for, the song he wrote those songs years before he met them, and they were hits. The record company knew they were hits. They just had to find somebody to sing them. Like
And then he was
the
also
one
messing with
song was
Taj,
written
too.
for the one joint he written, "You're Always on My Mind," was written for Shantae Moore. I mean, I'm sorry, Weak in the Knees. He wrote that for Charlie Wilson, but he wrote it for Shantae Moore because he was dating Shantae Moore and was all messed up over her. Yeah, see, we go deep in this game. We go deep in this game. Look at that. Ed's face is like, ooh.
But I'm like, could I have
He
heard
also was messing with Taj too.
that song?
did that come from a man's perspective?
It's from a man's perspective.
Mm.
When you
Yeah.
when you listen to the words, if you really listen to the words, it is a man's perspective, the song. So yeah, so shout out to Brian Alexander Morgan. Yo, go listen to his
Yeah, I don't know if I
catalog.
can hear him, man. I'm going through. You still going through the words?
Charlie Wilson would have tore a week up though.
Charlie Wilson would have killed
Yeah,
him.
he would have killed that.
Charlie Wilson would have killed him.
Killed that.
By the way, Guy's version of Let's Chill or Charlie Wilson's version?
Guy. Even
Guy.
though I like Aaron Hall, Guy.
Guy.
Okay. All right.
Guy.
I mean, I'm gonna say Guy anyway. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that even if we did the 80s singers, as far as top male singer in my book, no one's gonna touch Stevie. No one's gonna touch Stevie's pen.
But
And
the
and,
way
and,
he acted in the 70s.
Prince.
You got Prince, you got Michael.
You got
It's
Michael.
tough.
Stevie's
You
still
got
at the top. Stevie's still at the top.
He at the top, but he got.
But see,
It ain't like they can't nobody touch him though.
They're all next.
Listen, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
this is
like
all I'm
right
doing.
all lined
You
up.
see this? You see
Cross
this?
together.
You see this right here? And I'm not even. You see these two albums right here? You see, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. These two albums right here. I don't know anyone else, Black, White, and Different, who put out. First of all, who put out an album as good as this? I don't give a hell. Well, I don't know nobody to put out an album as good as this, but put this one out before. And oh, by the way, Stevie had 5 classic albums before his 25th birthday. We forget. We forget.
But that's all in the 60s and 70s.
He gets
all by 76.
He's not marching through this alone. That's what I'm saying. I'm not.
No, a lot of people
Yeah,
took
not in the
took his
80s.
imprint. A lot of people took Stevie's imprint and made it their own. A lot of people took his imprint and they took his designs and figured out how to do it. That's what they did. I give Prince his props. And by the way, and not for nothing, but I enjoyed Prince's later albums. After he got done, when he stopped
His
being
later albums
commercial.
was his better albums.
Well, when I say his later albums, I'm talking about when he got rid of the Revolution and started MPG. Those MPG albums are killers. The Prince Sign album, the Sign albums, those albums were killers. He was a problem. Okay, that's when Purple Rain is the Purple Rain album's good. It's cool. I got it up here somewhere. I got Purple Rain.
And he put on a concert too, boy.
Oh, I seen Prince in concert 3 times.
Six.
3
What song
times.
was it?
Show.
Six.
And
You
I
seen the
saw
6
him.
Epps? He
I
put on
saw
a
him
show.
the last night at the Forum.
And y'all, he shook this one.
I saw him the last night. I saw him his last night at the Forum. He was doing the 21 night at the Forum. The last night, the Sunday before Memorial Day. Prince hit for almost 5 hours.
Let me tell you something.
hours.
I couldn't make it.
I was the manager at the hotel,
No,
and
I tried to get
someone walked up. We had the high desk, and somebody walked up and said, "Miss Lady." I'm like, ain't nobody talking to me, but I hear a deep voice. Prince was all the way down there.
Hysterical.
Did you lose it?
You guys, and you know,
I lost it.
you lost it. Did you faint? Did you faint?
It's
What?
It's
I lost it.
What else you gonna do?
And wait a minute though, but they turned the hotel out because the groupies that came to the hotel, they tore my hotel up. But I did the whole fangirl.
I mean, Prince is the only dude. Prince is the only dude that could get away with wearing white high heel fluffy boots, and we don't care. We don't
And
even talk
still
about
be a
it.
pimp.
Like,
And
And
still be a
have
pimp.
women following that.
we're like,
And
yo,
still have a bunch of them.
his hair was. I was like, yo, Prince is just, he had some of the most beautiful women around him at all times. At all
Who?
times, he had some of those beautiful
Prince was
women
the
around
man.
him. That was Prince. Now, Mike was a freak of nature. I think because he was so popular as a child, and then as an adult. By the way,
You got
here's
that
another
childhood scar.
argument. Here's another argument that people are gonna be mad at me about. Up on my wall, I'm gonna point here. This album, which is Off the Wall,
What's
you
that?
can't see it.
Oh.
Off the Wall
That's his best.
is better than
Best.
this album, which is Thriller. I don't care what nobody
Wall.
says. Off the Wall.
I didn't
It's
know
better.
that was a
That's
thing that somebody
Oh
would
no,
say
it's a
Thriller
thing.
was better than
it's
Off the Wall.
it's a thing. It's a thing. People think that
That can't be a thing.
people think it's a thing, but it's not a thing. To me, it's not a thing. Off the Wall is way better musically
It's
than
way better. Way better.
Thriller. Way better.
better. Off the Wall
My
has no
favorite song.
Thriller has skips. Off the Wall has no skips.
Off the Wall has no skips. Off the Wall
Thriller
has
has
no
I will.
skips. Off the Wall does not.
I will say my favorite song by Michael Jackson is "Lady in My Life."
I mean, it's dope.
It's a good one.
Well,
It's
and
dope.
I say this
Sad.
because you hear him in his natural element.
Right.
He don't have all that pop stuff behind him. It's just him and just there. So I
Right.
like that one. But Off the Wall, I mean, that's the best.
Yeah,
one.
Off the Wall is
I mean,
hands down. I didn't know that was a thing.
Song.
Dang.
My favorite
yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Jackson song. But he's
Heartbreak Hotel.
Show You the Way to Go.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Michael Jackson song of all of
That is
them.
a good one. That is a good one. Dang, I forgot about that one too.
That song is that song is amazing.
So, yeah.
don't even
So,
know-
I mean,
I don't know how he did that.
y'all can tell that we're old.
Because when I text y'all and say, wait a minute, I ain't that old.
Hilarious.
Yeah, you're that old. You're that old. Okay. I'm not going to tell your age on here, but you are that old. Okay.
I know
You
I'm
don't,
old.
you don't even do it to yourself. And it's okay. But we have good musical taste. We know what music is supposed to sound like. Let me
Yeah, I
say it
know
that
I'm
way.
That's right.
Come on.
Prince told us to bring our kids to his concerts so they can hear what real music sound like.
Right. Correct. Bring
So
your
I-
kids.
My
Real music.
kid, I took my
Yep.
kid 3 times.
Listen, I saw Michael Jackson. I mean, I saw Prince at Soldier Field in Chicago. Prince made every musician get off their instruments, and he went to every instrument, and he killed every one of them. After that, I was
Played
like,
everyone.
I'm done, man. I'm done. It's over.
The year
It's
he
over.
hit Essence Festival, had
Oh,
to.
my goodness gracious.
I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. All right. So, Wayne saying that heaven
We
can
forgot
wait.
about
to
Janet
second.
Jackson.
Well, we didn't forget about Janet. I mean, she's not even
You
in the
can't forget about
conversation.
Janet.
Painter though.
Let me tell you why
I'm
Janet's
seeing
not. let me
Janet
tell-
next month. I see Janet next month.
I saw her a
For
couple
real.
ago. She's really
At the
good.
Where the heck
Jazz
is Janet?
Festival.
What jazz festival?
Cincinnati.
She don't put on a little weight. What's up, Janet?
You
Miss
stupid. I
Jackson.
ain't messing with you. So shout out to the audience tonight. My man Wayne Wizzle, Tito, Jerry.
Where's
See y'all in there. Hey Cynthia, how's the little Prince doing? Gary, I see you out there. Vince, Man, I appreciate y'all joining us, man. I need y'all, everybody, to go like, share on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to us at. If you like us here on Facebook, go like us on Facebook. Just like, share it, do your thing. Listen, I promise we're gonna try to do more regularly scheduled podcasts. But I mean, we're all professionals. We all, actually work for a living. This ain't the only thing. We don't get no money from this. I don't pay these jokers, but I take them out to breakfast every now and again. When we're all in the same city. Well, Jerry, you don't leave Oklahoma.
Jerry, it ain't happened for me.
Right.
It ain't happened for me, so I don't know.
Ashia. Every time we try to
It
do
ain't happened
something,
for me, Jerry.
you're always out of town. You out of town.
No, you got stuck in New York.
You out of town.
So.
You out of town being the church missionary,
Shit, where
or
you at?
either being the
Shit, where
church
you at?
missionary or stuck in missionary
I'm in
position. I don't know which
Charlotte,
one it
Jerry.
is, but
Okay.
Oh, that was
Hey,
low.
yo.
I was delayed,
What?
but that was low.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I think I'll be that way in a couple of months for a school conference.
I mean,
Let's
let us
do
know.
it.
You're gonna be here in Charlotte. Come through, man. It'll be good to see
Yeah.
you.
I had breakfast though
I'm in
last
Chicago.
Yeah,
in
she
Chicago
did.
next
She
week.
did get breakfast
It
last
was
weekend.
it was delicious. by the
She
way.
did.
Hold on.
We took her to a
I saw the
spot.
picture. Hey, so I saw the picture. So I texted my son, nigga, this is what you doing? He said, man, it ain't even like that. I said, you full of crap.
Didn't tell us, Jerry. Didn't even tell us.
Listen, we had a good breakfast last week with myself, Hassel, Ebony. We had
Yeah. I mean, I need to text the bishop. I need to text the bishop too, man. I heard from him. since
text him early in the
his
morning because
elevation.
he old. You got to text him early in the morning.
Hilarious.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for listening. We'll be back. Hopefully, we'll be back next week. We got a couple things going on. Got everybody's traveling, everybody's working. But we're gonna start doing this on the regular again, like we were, during the pandemic. And by the way, mask up. Listen, COVID is no joke, y'all. I made it. I ended up with COVID from being in New York, and I had my wife and her sister in the car with me for an hour, and they both had some more severe symptoms than I did from being with me with an hour. So please, protect yourselves, protect your family, put your face condoms on. Make sure you're wearing your face condoms.
Cases are rising, so please,
Right, please. Cases are going crazy, yo. So please, just be careful out there, man. And if you didn't get vaccinated, get vaccinated. Take your vitamins. Do whatever you need to do, but protect yourself from this thing. It's a monster. It's a devil. I don't care what nobody says. This thing, the way it's spreading just in my house, in my car, it's absolutely crazy. So we need everybody to be careful. Again, like, share, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your podcast from, here on Facebook. Comment. If you like the content, let us know. If you don't like the content, let us know. We listen, allegedly. But we appreciate everybody. All right, to the next episode. Y'all hang out for a minute. To the next episode, y'all be easy. And we'll follow you on a little bit. Y'all be easy.
Shout out to my new grandson.
Oh, man, hold on a second. Wait a second. Jerry, you got a new grandson, man?
Yeah, man, I got a new grandson, man. Jackson Levi.
Oh, okay. Tell little Jerry he can stop now. He can stop.
right. That's enough.
I got another one on the way, man. My youngest son, him and his wife got another one on the way. So they trying to add gray hair, man. I told him slow down.
Who's this? This is fourth, right? Fourth grandchild.
Yeah, this will be the 4.
He looking up like he got to count. He looking at like. Well, congratulations. Shout out to Cam, shout out to Cam, my girl Cam, Harlem Biscuit Company. I told her she was so mad at me. I walked in and I was like, oh, she had her braids in her hair. I was like, you look just like your mother. She was like, how you know my mother? Like, don't worry about it. I know who your mother is. Don't you worry about it. But if y'all in New York, go by Harlem Biscuit Company. You can Google them. Go check them out. If you're in LA or in Sacramento, go check out Fixin' Soul Food. Fixin' Soul Food's right downtown LA at the Staples Center, LA Live. Great food down there. Support Black businesses. But Harlem Biscuit Company, and they got this everything biscuit. They make you slap somebody.
Up a second location off 14th Street, I believe.
Yes, they do. So Fixin's Soul Food in downtown LA or in Sacramento, they are there. Harlem Biscuit Company up in Harlem, they are there. That's right. It's Ebb's family.
My grandmama's food.
That's right. Cooking their grandma is great food. Go check them out. Go check them out. Ashia, what are you up to? What you got going on? Since we're gonna do this, so we know Jerry got grandkids coming and all that stuff. What you got going on?
I ain't got no grandbabies coming. I'm just gonna live this summer. I'm out in these streets this summer.
Oh God, help
Oh,
us!
I'm moving this summer.
That's what you moving to.
Moving in.
What you moving to?
I am relocating to Houston this summer.
Uh-oh. I like it, Ed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even say what I wanted to say. I was getting ready to say something. I was like, I'm gonna let that go.
When you leave, when you going?
Probably like the end of summer.
Oh, let's get it. Okay, that's definitely a podcast trip.
Yeah.
We leave Dante on this one.
Yeah. You know what? Harlem Biscuit Company is located at 2082 Frederick Douglass Boulevard in New York City. Ebony is running to Houston. Hopefully whatever you're running after, you'll be satisfied when you get there. That's all I have to say on that.
Why is she blushing?
Hurry
up and go offline. Hurry up and go podcast.
She is ready. She is ready. I'm ready to take it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to take it offline right now.
No, Jerry, let him take this offline.
I'm ready to take it offline now. All right, good night. We gotta have an after show. We gotta have an after show right now. We're gonna have an after show. Hold on one second. I'll let y'all know when we clear. Hold on one second. All right, let's see. We're gonna end that in